Well, welcome everybody to Single Malt Sunday. I'm glad you're here to try a single malt with me and have your own dram or drink along with me. This is my time to do a video that's sort of stripped down, no intro, no outro, just getting in and getting out, you know? Today I am going to be drinking the Bowmore 15. So I can't remember when I got this, you know, I was thinking to myself, I don't know, it doesn't look, you know, it looks kind of plain Jane to me, you know, and I wasn't thinking much, you know, I wasn't expecting much. So let's talk about this. So Bowmore 15 is a Islay Scotch. Obviously it's aged for 15 years. And it's been around a long time. In fact, it is the oldest distillery on Islay, the Isle of Islay in Scotland. 17, it says right on the bottle, right? 1779. That's a long time ago. So they've been doing this for a while. 43% ABV. So just below what you'd normally see if, you know, you're trying to avoid cloudiness. So I think it is possible that this is cold, or that this is filtered. Let's see if it says. I'm not seeing anything off the bat, so I'm betting this is probably filtered. That being said, that is, I think, the natural color of it. It is a sherry finished whiskey. This is a whiskey that is aged in bourbon barrels. Oh, it smells so good. And then it is finished for the last 3 years of its life in Oloroso sherry casks. And Oloroso is a sweet sherry, almost one of the sweetest that are out there. And this particular brand is now owned by Suntory. So take that as you will. Interesting, Bowmore is one of the few distilleries that still makes its own floor malting, which is an old method of, it's like one of the original methods of malting your grain on the floor. And hence one of the reasons why monkey shoulder is called monkey shoulder. I'm not going to get into that. It's a disease, kind of, that you get from managing the floor maltings. Anyway, take a look online about that. It's kind of interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and try this out. By the way, the smell, I mean, there's no question you can smell the sherry. It's super sherry forward, which I love. A lot of fruit. There's a hint of smoke, but you kind of have to work for it. It's there, but it's not like in your face smoke. It's pretty subtle. That's lovely. And you know me, I don't like to give too many tasting notes until I've had just a second for the whiskey to sort of coat my mouth. Because that first sip, you might have eaten something earlier in the day, and you know, you're not acclimatized yet to the alcohol in it. And this particular whiskey, in my opinion, is pretty complex. Very sweet nose. It's a very sweet nose. Just lovely. Like from the sherry, you know, the sweet berry sort of fruitiness of the sherry. I'm searching for the smoke in the flavor. It's there towards the tail end. I mean, you're getting a good hit of like raisins. Like I say, there is a hint of smoke, but it's not really obvious. I'd have to know almost that there was smoke in it and really search for it, but it is there. And I really, really have been enjoying peated malts that are also sherry finished. It's just, I didn't think that the two would go together well. But for me, it's fantastic. And on the finish, it's about the same. The finish is not much different than the palate for me. Maybe a little bit of baking spices. Of course, you have the sherry is dominant in this one. If you don't like sherry, this may not be the one for you. You know, there is a bit of, you can smell a bit of the grain from the malt, but otherwise, just a fantastic whiskey. Hey, I hope you give this one a try if you can get this particular one, the 15. It's a great whiskey. I really enjoy it, and I'm super happy I got it. Hey, thanks for stopping by and having a dram with me. I'll be back in a week for another whiskey, and until then, sláinte.